All right, I think we are live. We're just gonna wait to see how long it takes. See how far behind we are in leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We're 30 seconds behind. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can hear. Nobody is on yet. 1 second. 17, okay, yes, we can hear. Perfect. I'm not sure how many are going to be joining me today. I've got nobody on Zoom yet. I don't think anybody on YouTube just yet, but it is 5/2, so we'll give it a few minutes. It is August 6th. Is it 6th? August 6th, 2024. So if you're watching this after that date, you are watching a class replay. So yes, we'll just give it a few minutes. I'm not sure. Summer is always a hard one because people are doing their summer stuff. So we just came off of having July off where we did pre-recorded videos, and now we're doing August live videos. So hopefully we get a few joining us. I already know that Diane will not be able to make it today. She sent me a message. I'm not sure if Dawn is popping in today. I know she is not making this bag, but for this class, we are doing class 1 cutting class for the Susu Swing by Siah Swag. So we'll just give it a couple minutes and then we're going to hop in and get started. Hopefully we get some popping in, but we will see. If not, I'll just carry on. Again, if you are popping in and watching, you'll see down in the chat there is the Zoom link for if you want to come in and be able to be on screen. That is something we have added into the classes, which is a lot of fun. So everybody is welcome to pop in to Zoom if they're watching this live, of course. It won't work if it's not live. The chat there is okay. I'm just making sure the sound is on because I was having microphone problems on my last live. So all right, it's going to be a super fast class. It doesn't look like I'm going to have anybody sewing along with me today. We do have 13 people in this class, so if you are watching this after the fact and you need help at all, you know what to do. You can always contact me and I will help you along. So I am suspecting that this is only going to be a 3-class bag. It is a super fast and satisfying, so it's not hard at all. This is a bound bag, but it is an easy bound bag because of the gentle curves. So yeah, this is a great one to practice your binding on if you are new to binding. I will be doing, usually I do, well, sometimes I do a waterproof canvas binding. With this one, I am actually going to use a cotton double fold binding just because I have the perfect color in my stash to match the cotton lining that I am going to be using. Talking about interfacing, it calls for Decibel Light, which you can use. You can also substitute that Decibel Light in for an EB Fuse Heavy, which is from Emmeline Bags. I'm actually going to be using Bouncy Firm, which is a Serial Bagmakers product, and it's kind of like if Decibel Light and foam had a baby. That's how I always compare it. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be using to interface mine. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda, can you hear me okay? And Rhonda, will you be making this one? I think you and I are the only ones in here currently. Everybody is enjoying their summer, I believe. I said this is a really, really fun and satisfying. So a really good one to get back into it after taking July off. And again, for those, I'm going to mention this, every class this month is, as of September 2024, we're no longer going to be doing a Tuesday class. Okay, good. You can hear me good. We're going to be going down to one class a week. So all that really does is affect the people that are in this membership group. So by the end of these classes, I will walk you through how you can downgrade your account. So you're going to the lower tier, which is tier 3 or tier 4, depending if you want to be part of the VIP of the month draw or not. Everybody in this class is currently entered into the VIP of the month draw, and those that are in tier 6 get 2 entries. So if you want to continue being in that draw for that $25 Canadian gift card, you will definitely want to downgrade to tier number 4, so you still get entered into that draw. And if that doesn't matter to you, then it'll be tier number 3. So I will walk you through that when we are all done these classes at the end of the month, because I don't want to lose any of you. I want you all to still join us, and we're going to split the difference. So I know a lot of people were sewing along on Tuesday. I will be, because they couldn't make it on Thursdays, we did a poll, and Wednesdays is the ideal day for everybody. So, well, pretty much everybody. I think there was one person that it wasn't good for. So we're going with the majority. So as of September, we will be doing classes on Wednesdays, which is going to be great. But we don't need to worry about any of that this month, and I will help you figure out how to downgrade. As of September 1st, I will be canceling the top 2 tiers. So if you don't downgrade, those memberships will be canceled, and if it had renewed, that money, YouTube will send that money back to you, but then you'll have to come back in and sign up for the lower tier. So downgrading is better, it's a smoother transition, and I'll help you through all of that at the end of classes. Yay, Rhonda's gonna stick around. Perfect. Perfect. I know Diane will be making this bag with me. I'm not sure who else is. Dawn is going to make it at a later date, and I haven't talked to anybody else. Again, I've been gone for almost all of July, so we're going to get started. So, all right, so Rhonda is not making this one at this time, so it'll be all those watching the replay that are making it, so definitely reach out to me if you need it, and hopefully a few more pop in here. Looks like we're going to have nobody else on the screen except for me, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get some people popping in later on in the class, but we are going to get started. Yay, Rhonda, it's the Brandy and Rhonda show. I'm sure Dawn will pop in here momentarily. Maybe we'll get Lise in here as well, and Frankie and everybody, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to put it down to a tabletop view. We've already talked about interfacing. All right, oh my goodness, I've been working on a leather bag. You probably saw it in the background, and I didn't clean my table off, so I apologize for the mess, but it was a fun make. So all right, so I am going to be doing, show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing my Sling in pearls and glitters. So this is the one that I did in the tutorial, and I'm going to be mimicking, like pretty much copying this, but in different colors. So my solid color is the pearl, and then we have the glitter vinyl. Yeah, so we're going to do the exact same thing, but with a different color. So I've got all these scraps that I'm going to use up of my green bean pearl vinyl. So we're going to start with those, and then I have another roll, and then we're going to be using this Gambling Green Viva Las Vegas glitter. All of this is from Galaxy Customs. So we're going to start with the exteriors. Okay, so first off, I like to start with my handles. So as I did on this one I used seatbelt webbing because this color just matched perfectly. For this green one, I do not have any that matches that, so I'm actually going to make my own crossbody strap, and I'm going to do it as a double-sided 1-inch strap. So it'll be a little bit different than the pattern. Now the pattern is really different because there's sort of a cutting chart, I guess. But the instructions, there's no pictures or anything like that because Siah has a video that you can follow along with, or you can follow my tutorial. So I'll try to explain this the best I can. So we're going to start by drawing out our straps. That's what I like to do first. So again, I'm going to do a 1-inch double-sided strap for this. You can do your crossbody strap and your handle any way you want, but I'll be doing them at 2 inches wide because I'm going to do them double-sided. Same with my handle on this one. You can see how I've got glitter on my top and my pearl on the bottom, so I'm going to be drawing them out for that. If you're doing solid colored straps, you'll be drawing them out 4 inches by the length. Again, I cannot give out any measurements. I'm not allowed to do that. So you have to follow along with the cutting chart on page 7, and I will try not to jump around too much, and we'll get her going. Okay, so let's start with the straps. I'm going to start with my green bean solid pearl vinyl, and I'm also going to be using up that scrap here and there. We will see. All right. So I can give you these measurements because this is not part of the pattern. This is, I gotta get my pen. I'm going to use my swag pen that she sent me. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? So to do a double-sided strap, I'm going to do 2 inches by the whole width of this vinyl roll. If you want it to be all one solid color, you would do 4 inches. If you were to do, if you want to do a 1.5 inch strap, you would do this at 3 inches. You would just multiply it. Is it 3 inches? No, you do 6 inches. You take what you want and you double it. So like if this was a 1 inch strap, you would do 4 inches because when you fold it in, you multiply it by 4, it would be a 1 inch strap. So if you wanted to do 1.5, you would multiply it by 4, which is 6. But I'm going to do a 1 inch strap, and again I'm doing it double-sided, so I'm going to do 2 inches by the width of the fabric. And while I'm here, I'm also going to go ahead and mark my center line. Now, straps and crossbody straps will be homework. We will want the handle to be complete for next week. Next week we'll be putting together the whole exterior. And then the following week, we will be finishing it up, doing the lining and finishing it up. I said this is a really fast and satisfying sew. All the way to the end. Okay, so that's half my crossbody strap. I still have to do it with the glitter. I also want to go ahead and do my handle, which is piece. Let me find you. On the cutting chart, it's piece number M. So you will want to cut that to the measurements that are in the cutting chart. Again, I am going to be doing it half of that. So it's a 1 inch handle, so it'll be 4 inches wide, but I'm actually only going to draw out 2 inches because I'm going to be doing a double-sided strap. So 2 inches or 4 inches, depending on what size you're doing, by the width that is stated there. So I'm going to draw that out. You only have to draw out 1. And then I'll be doing the other halves of these with the other kind of vinyl. Hope I'm not confusing everybody, but it's just so pretty modifying it with this double-sided strap. Okay, I'm going to cross out that we've done part of that. Okay. So I kind of went ahead of time, and I put all of my pattern pieces into piles. So I know this is going to be my pearl vinyl, this here is going to be my glitter vinyl, and then my stabilizers, and then of course my linings are mixed up in there. So we're going to work through these piles, and we'll end up doing the stabilizer. Again, you will be cutting on your own. But we'll do the exteriors and the linings together. So, okay, so I want to leave out my pearl vinyl stuff. Actually, maybe I will just be using this one roll. I think this will be good enough. All right, so what we want to do next is I'm going to do all my straight edges first. So I'm going to do my H piece here. I'm going to line it up and draw it on. So this is the back zipper panel, which is this part here of the bag, this wider part here. You know what? I'm going to put it over here. I'm trying to think of the best way to use up this vinyl. It's right here. Frankie, long time no see. How are you feeling? Are you making this one with us? Do you see there is a Zoom link there? You're more than welcome to join me on Zoom if you like. Completely up to you. So this is pattern piece H, and we will need a lining piece for this one still. So I'm going to mark off pattern piece H exterior on my cutting chart. And the cutting chart is on page 7. So I'll set that aside for now. Next I have my front zipper panel, pattern piece G. I'm going to lay it right on top because they're the same length. Oh, amazing. Where are you traveling to, Frankie? So I did a little bit of travel in July, just to like Calgary and I went to Ontario in June, which was nice, but you guys all know that already. I am not going anywhere this month. September, I'm going to Vancouver and Medicine Hat. And then craft fair season is here, so. Okay, that's pattern piece G, so I'll cross off that I've done my exterior on the cutting chart. Next, I'll leave that little one for now. My gusset piece. Let's do the gusset right here. The gusset is what goes along at the bottom. So this whole part right here all the way around where it joins the zipper panel. So think about what your color blocking is and how you want your bag to look. And just around the Midwest USA, going to Hawaii in the winter. Nice. Has Hawaii, where was it that caught on fire there? I know, I understand that horror. We're on fire here right now. Fire and flooding, it makes no sense. I've never been to Hawaii. I did go to Alaska in April, that was fun. Okay, so I'm going to draw out my gusset. Oops. So that's pattern piece I. Cross off pattern piece I on the exterior. And you're going to be shocked at how fast this is even to cut out. It just goes together so fast. Okay, oh, this is my handle piece. And again, I'm not using a webbing. And I've done my handles different. So you could have just used this as your pattern piece if you're doing the 1-inch handle. But I already drew it out because I'm doing it different. Okay, and then exterior. This is the front flap. So what this is this part right here. This flat part here. Okay, so we need one of those. Pattern piece B. So I didn't use up any of my scrap. I'll use that up in another project. I have so much of this green bean. It's my favorite color. Favorite pearl vinyl. And it's named after me. It's special. B. Cross off B exterior. Okay. And let's cut this out. So nice to have you back, Frankie. I'm glad that you have recovered from your surgeries. We missed you so much. Frankie, did you see the news about we're not going to have Tuesday classes anymore as of September? If you watch back, I talk about that a little bit. But I'll walk you guys through how to downgrade and everything at the end of these classes, at the end of the month. And the Thursday classes are going to be moving to Wednesdays. So there will be only one class and it'll be on Wednesdays. Okay, so there's the first half of my crossbody strap. I'm going to put it aside because I have to do the other side of it because I'm doing a double-sided strap. Oops, do you know what I almost forgot? We need 2 zipper tabs as well. So you want to take your exterior zipper tabs and draw out 2 of those as well. I almost forgot them. Can you guys hear the water bombers? I'm right by the airport and I can hear them going to fill up their tanks. They're very noisy. I think this microphone that I'm wearing kind of blocks out a lot of that now, which is good. So, all right. Does that work for you, Frankie? Are you okay with that day? With the pattern design and everything now, with pinning up patterns and everything, and then my client orders and everything, 2 classes a week are just burning me right out. So we're going with the class that has the most members in it and sticking with that one, but we're changing the day. So okay, so that's the front plait done. Sadly, my paycheck will hurt a little bit, but I think it is just better overall for my work-life balance, so it'll be okay. Okay, so gusset, we're going to need a lining still, so I'm going to put this back into our cut bin, so I know I need to cut more. Here's my handle, the first half of my double-sided handle, and that'll go back into my cut bin because I know I need to cut the other half still. And I have more scrap green bean now to add to my green bean scrap bin. These are my zipper panels, and we need lining pieces for those as well, so they go back into the bin to be cut. How about you, Rhonda? Is everything, are you all done the weddings and everything you were doing this summer? There's my 2 zipper tabs, and I don't need anything else for these ones. So that can go in my finished bin. And I have more scrap. Okay, so let me just get rid of the scrap, and then I'm going to bring out my secondary color, which is the Gambling Green. I just love the glitters. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is draw the second side to our crossbody strap if you aren't using webbing, and the second side of the handle if you're doing a double-sided strap. Up to you. I'm just changing it up a bit because I think it looks pretty. So again, if you're doing a double-sided strap like me, again 2 inches by the width of the vinyl. And again, the crossbody strap and the handle we will not be doing in class. That'll be homework, and we will need the handle done for next week. So we'll be getting the entire exterior done next week, and then the 3rd class will be lining and putting it all together. This is really, really fast sew. Yes, wedding is over. Lots of catching up to do. Aw. I had no weddings to go to this year. Bizarre. Coco says hi. I don't know if you guys can hear her barking up there. Okay, and then we want to draw the second side of that handle. So again, that's pattern piece M, and I'm just doing 2 inches because I'm doing it double-sided by the width stated in the cutting chart. Okay. I'm going to grab, oops, everything's falling apart here, my pieces that I need to do. So again, I put everything in a pile for what I needed to do for this one. So I'm going to start with these ones. Okay, that's my crossbody strap. I've done that already. I've done my handle already. So let's work with these pattern pieces. So I need to do, oh, that's for lining. What am I doing? I don't need this. These away. That's for lining. These pattern pieces. Okay. So exterior or front slip pocket. What that is this piece right here. So we'll need an exterior and a lining of that. So I'm just going to draw that out here. Again, if it's directional, make sure you're going the right way. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go upside down like this, just because it helps my cutting a little bit. This pattern is really good for Siah's first one. Really, really good. So that is D. So we can go to our cutting chart and we can cross off. Yeah. You love this bag? You're going to make it? It's fast. It's really, really fast, Rhonda. You will love it. So this is the exterior slip. Oh, oops. Exterior front slip pocket. Exterior piece. Okay. Next we have our exterior zipper pocket bottom. I'll show you what that is on the bag. Is on the back, this part right here. And do it right beside it. Again, my fabric is, or my vinyl is not directional, so it doesn't matter that I'm doing it upside down. Yes, Rhonda, I try to show where they go on the purse if I have a bag. I do not have the Twilight, which we're doing on Thursday. It's sold already, but that's okay. I can kind of show you in the picture, I guess. So that's pattern piece F, zipper pocket bottom. You can cross that off, and we do not need a lining piece for that. Okay. Put these here. These fit beside each other. Look at that. Woo! That's a good day. So I'm going to go exterior back top E piece and draw it out. And that is the top of the zipper. So Frankie, you're making this. Rhonda's making it eventually. Diane has company, so she is going to do it once they leave. So she'll be making it. So we'll have a couple people sewing with me next week. That's great. And again, you're more than welcome to join us on Zoom next week if you like, Frankie. Completely up to you. Okay, so that is my exterior back top. Then I got my exterior front top, which is this part right here. Believe it or not, that's pretty much all of the exterior pieces. There's minimal pieces. It goes together so fast. Okay, before I cut this, I'm going to quickly, oh, do you know what I also want to do that I didn't do with the other is I want to do a zipper overlay for the inside. And I'm going to do that in the pearl. So I'm going to bring out a scrap of the pearl and do that here momentarily as well. Adding it in, of course. So what did I do in the lining here? Yeah, my lining, I did one zipper pocket overlay in there. Oh, I did it in glitter. Perfect. Let's do it in glitter. Trying to see what size I did. Let's cross off what we have done. I've got my exterior front top A. I have my exterior front slip pocket, exterior back top, exterior zipper pocket bottom, all right, so I'm just going to quickly go and grab a template here. So I got these amazing, sorry if you can't see me, for little bags. Sew Yours now has a zipper templates that are smaller, and it's perfect for this bag. So this is the one I'm going to be using for this one. And again, I'm going to cut this one off camera. You can do your zipper pocket however you like. I just like to do it with a little bit of fun overlay. So I will be cutting that out for my overlay later on with the template here. So I'll just write overlay. I like to cut out a piece that's bigger and then I cut it out. So that's just what I do. Okay, so that is it for the main glitter color. But your zipper pocket, again, that is left for you to do your lining pockets, as we always do. Everybody does their lining pockets different. So you'll get to do your lining pockets as per your preference, because we don't always go through them in class. So there's the other half of my crossbody strap. So I'll put it with this one. I think those are going to look like so pretty together. Yeah, they're multiple sizes. I actually ordered them, and she's got different shapes and everything too. So compared to her regular ones, look how much smaller they are. So it is fantastic for these smaller bowler bags that are coming out. So I just love Melissa's templates. So I ordered her waterproof canvas. I don't order from the States often, but when I do, it is from her, and I load it up. So I love all of her templates that she does have. And I always am using those zipper overlays, so I may as well spend money on the templates. Okay, so there's my overlay piece. So I'll cut that out later, because you guys don't need to watch me do that. And of course, I will be edge coating that overlay as well. So I think I got some green glitter I'm going to use. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so that's my F piece. Okay, and I do not need a lining piece, so this one is done. I can put it in my done pile. I think these are going to show really well on my craft market table. I'm excited for them. Okay, so this is exterior front slip pocket D, and I'm going to need a lining piece still, so I'm going to put it back into my to be cut bin for the lining. It's my handle. Where did my other handle piece go? It fell somewhere. I gotta find it. I cut it, but I don't know where the other half went. I'll find it later. Okay, and then I did not put labels on these, so let's write that on. This is E, and again, both of these, A and E, do not need lining pieces, so once we have them cut out, they can go in the done pile. Oh, look, it was underneath. I didn't cut it. Thank goodness. Now, where did I put my handle piece? There it is. So there's my handle pieces to do double-sided. And a... Okay, and that is the full exterior all cut out. So you can see it doesn't actually take that much. I have, well, I guess I don't have tons, but I could still make another bag with this, I'm sure, a small one. And now we're on to the lining. Now, when you go to interface the exterior, she does have two different ways of doing it. So make sure you watch Siah's video or read the pattern through to see how to do it. I am not doing the part with alternative piece X for woven interfacing or for interfacing it, but you decide if you're going to want to do that. So I'm going to be just interfacing the usual way, And I'm going to be using, instead of Deck of a Light, I'm using Bouncy Firm. But you can use Deck of a Light, you can use EP Fuse Heavy, but I'm really all about this Bouncy Firm that I got from Cereal Bag Makers right now. So that is what I'm going to be using. Okay, so this is going to be my lining. I just thought, you guys tell me if this is going to look good. I just thought it was going to really look good with both of these, all of this together. And then I have kind of like this color of green for my binding and a bias tape binding. So I'm excited. I think it's going to look really good. All right. I'm working really hard because I've been really into waterproof canvas lately, but I've been working really hard to try to work through my cotton stash. So I'm doing not too bad so far. All right. So I'm going to bring out my pieces that already have vinyl pieces that are the same, just to get them out of the way. And then we'll work on the other pieces that we haven't cut yet. So we got to do a lining piece. So I'm just going to lay it down, make sure I'm not getting my selvage here. I will not, as I said, I will not be cutting my binding because I'm using bias tape binding that I bought at Fabricland. So think it looks good together? Awesome. I think so too. So my cotton pieces I will be backing with EP Fuse Light, which is similar to an SF101. It's woven interfacing. Okay, so there is my gusset lining and my gusset exterior. And that is done. All it needs is interfacing now. Whoops, where is I'm missing one. Please hold. I'm looking for, I think I threw it in the wrong bin. I did. My back zipper panel, because I got my back and my front zipper panel here, so I'm going to cut these. Lay it down and cut. Pretty fast so far, hey? How is the microphone sound? Is it good? It's amazing what happens when I remember to charge it. Okay, that's my lining and my exterior. That can go into the to be interface pile now. Then I'm going to do my front zipper panel lining, and it's going to fit perfectly right along here. Again, you can see it doesn't take up very much fabric at all. It's a teeny tiny bag. Front zipper panel done. I'm not checking things off. I'm just kind of going by the pattern pieces, but that's okay. And then, again, watch your fabric if it's directional. Mine's not. So this is the exterior front slip pocket. So this is the lining that's going to go where my purple is over here. And that should fit right here perfectly. Look at that. And I even remembered to change my rotary blade. I'm so proud of me. Okay, so these can go in the to be interface pile. Okay, and then I have my pattern pieces that are just linings. Okay. So our interior lining piece, we need 2 of those. So I am actually, how do I want to do this? I'll work from this side. I'm going to fold this up. Again, my fabric isn't directional, so it doesn't really matter which way I put this on. So I've got it double layered, so I can put the pattern piece on and I can cut both out at the same time. There. Didn't get all the way through there either. Let go. One, two. So these I will also be going into the interface pile. So you'll see here it says, or cut woven interfacing from piece X to keep bulk out of the seams. So what she's doing there, that's where the piece X comes into that I was talking about, this alternative interfacing for the lining. And it's because it is a bound bag, and on some domestic machines, binding is hard. Oh, look, why do I have a lower hand? Weird. I did something here. Let's click that all the way. Who knows? So if you're worried about bulkiness, that's where you might want to keep your woven interfacing outside of the seam allowances when interfacing these two pieces. And there's a pattern piece for that, for cutting that interfacing if you want to do that. Okay, so that is those done. What else do we got here? Exterior slip pocket backing. There we go. Cut that out. So fast. Okay. That's this piece, exterior zipper pocket lining. Okay, so this is the lining for this back slip pocket here. This one here. Ooh, I think it'll go really good right here. I'm still going to have lots of this fabric left over. I'm going to do a bunch of pouches, I think, for craft fairs and stuff, so that'll help me use up a lot of these scraps of cottons for linings for little zipper pouches. Something to sell for cheap on the table. Help use up my scraps rather than throwing them away. I'm signed up for 10 craft fairs so far this year. I think that is going to be all I do though. Last year I only did 6, so I'm like going way over this time. And I have to build some stock, so. Okay, so that's my exterior zipper pocket lining. And then we want to cut 2 of these. I'm trying to cover up. I didn't, there's a measurement here I can't show you. So I'm going to put this upside down, and so you can't see the measurement that's hiding under my thumb, but we need 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up on itself and cut them both at the same time. They're going to fit really good right there. Right there. Yeah. Love it. That's my 2 lining pieces. And that's it. That's everything cut out except for our interfacing. So again, cut out whatever interfacing you're going to use, just using. She's got pattern pieces for everything. And then fuse all of your pattern pieces or all of your interfacings onto the pattern pieces as per the pattern. So homework will be make sure you have your handle done and make sure you have all of your interfacing fused to the bag, depending what interfacing you are using. And that, let me put this back up to my face. One sec. That's it. that's all there is to cutting out the Sisu sling. Super fast, super fast. And doing all of these interfacing is going to be super fast as well. So again, I don't cut the interfacing with you because it's pretty much just cutting the same shapes that we just did on those exterior pieces and the lining pieces, and just slightly smaller. So there's pattern pieces to do that. Interface as per your interfacing's instructions, and have that done for class as well as your handle, and that's it for homework. And next week we will be getting the whole exterior done, and then yeah, and then the next class we're going to be putting it all together again. This is such a fast bag. So yeah, Frankie, when you're cutting this out later in the week when you get home, make sure if you have any questions, reach out. Same with you, Diane, when you do see this. Rhonda, when you are making it, same for you, and anybody else that is watching this after the fact. I can see everybody's having a great summer so far. And yeah, comment down below if you ended up seeing this after the replay. I said it's myself, Frankie, and Rhonda in here, which is great. I wasn't alone. Very weird not having anybody on the Zoom with me. I've gotten so used to having that, but that's okay. So yeah, I hope to see a bunch of you next week. Let me know if I'll be seeing you next week, and comment down below when you've seen this, and I will see you guys. Some of you will see on Thursday, the rest will see on Tuesday. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.